All right. So we have Christopher Newport here, 2021 national champions. Why don't you guys introduce yourself for me, and then we'll start with Coach's opening statement.
I'm Jill. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jamie Gunderson.
All right. So Coach, why don't you start off with your opening statement for me?
Yeah, I mean, still kind of in shock that this moment happened. Just really proud of this group and how they handled this season. We knew it would be a tough matchup against TCNJ today after playing a tough matchup yesterday. We came in with our game plan. The girls stuck with it, and again, they executed day in and day out like they have this season. And again, so happy for them to experience this, and again, have our first national championship for our program.
All right. So we will start off with questions for our student athletes first, and then we'll have them scoot out for questions with Coach.
Sarah, obviously game winner. Take us through both those corner kicks because you got a foot on both of them.
The first one, she was right on my side the whole time. Followed me pretty well, and I realized she was a little more physical than I thought she was going to be. I got a foot on it, but she got more of a foot on it, which is why it went out. And then the second one, she followed me so well on the first one that I thought maybe I should go back post, and Riley served a great ball in. It skipped past a couple people, and I just got like inside of my shin guard on it. And we laugh about scoring on corners, but one game we had 18 and not score, so we were just more excited that we scored on the corner.
Can you talk about getting out to that lead and how much, maybe Jill, you more importantly, knowing that it was probably going to be a defensive battle between two teams that don't give up a lot of goals to get that early lead as a defense?
I mean, obviously it makes you feel a little more secure, but like we said before, TCNJ, we knew they were going to be a good matchup, and they had a threatening offensive line, but it definitely helped a little bit and aided in the motivation to just lock down backline even more than it already was.
You guys are taking on some of the toughest offensive teams in the country in this tournament and only give up one goal in the entire tournament. Jill named most outstanding defensive player. Can you talk about getting this line together this year and how good you guys have been?
I think every single one of them has a lot of natural talent, but it's just hard to describe. Like, they all just kind of have a natural instinct for it, and I mean, I do do a lot of communication back there, but they all just work so hard, and I think every single one of them contributes the same, and it's just amazing to be able to play next to them.
Jamie, you want to expand on that a little bit, the defense this year?
Yeah, coming into the season, we had some shoes to fill, losing our basically back line after 2018. And, from the get-go, that group started just forming relationships and connection, and their grittiness. I mean, they make it so tough for teams to really break us down. And again, as Jill said, they just work so well together off each other, and the bond and the connection between that back four grew as the season went on. And, again, I know they had, 20 shots on whatever in the game, but, they just made it really difficult for a really offensive minded team playing with a 3-5-2.
Sarah, I was surprised to see that was only the second time you and Riley connected on a goal actually this year. For as good as you guys have been, as many goals as you have scored, it was only the second time. Then you almost get another one in the second half with another great pass from you. Can you just talk about the chemistry you two had this year and how much that helps?
Yeah, I mean, I know that it was weird for Riley this season, moving back to attacking mid, but I mean, she's one of my best friends, and I think that a lot of the connection that we do have comes from dummy runs and just making space for each other. It's awesome when we do connect. We were able to laugh that second one off because
I'm glad you were.
But no, it's great chemistry. It's great chemistry, honestly, among the whole team. We all love each other so much. I know that our backs don't get quite as much recognition as they deserve, but it's awesome to be able to play with a 3-time All-American. I mean, 7 out of 9 goals in the NCAA tournament, I think. Like, that's just insane.
Big picture. Christian Newport has not a national champion since 1998. You guys are the first team tournament title champion winner. You're bringing home the walnut bronze. What does it mean? How do you feel?
I'm still waiting for it to hit me. It doesn't feel real. I mean, it's an honor. That's how I would describe it, an honor.
I remember when we had finished, I think 13 games, and we were like, if we were to win the national championship, we would have 12 more, and we're like, oh my gosh. But so yeah, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real that the day actually came and we did it.
Yeah, I mean, they said it. I mean, so proud of this group, and again, how the growth of from the start of the season to where we're at now. And I think as a whole, you know, being able to do it in front of a really good crowd of ours too, as well as something really special. And then hopefully now, you know, having the first national championship for a team in a tournament for CNU as a whole, hopefully now that, you know, opens that door a little bit. I think that a lot of the programs have been knocking on, and I hope that now that again gives us more and for the university.
Ladies, Jamie's been giving you guys all the credit in the world all year, but we hired a coach who's never lost. So let's talk about Jamie and the rest of the coaching staff and how they formed this group that you guys go through the entire season without a loss.
Sarah? Gonna go?
I just think it's really cool. It really is a family. You know, we joke about like just being safe and whatever, and we have so many like inside jokes, but at the end of the day, they would do anything for us. I think we would do anything for them. I don't think we have anything negative to say about them. And I think it's just really cool how bought in our whole team is, coaching staff, everyone, injured players. So I think that tells to just the chemistry that we have.
Yes, that was good. Yeah.
I'm good.
You're going on it.
Unless-
All right, do we have any questions on Zoom? No.
Jim, do you have any questions?
All right, thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
And
Congratulations,
congratulations.
guys.
Thank you, it's wonderful. Yep.
Well, you're going back.